Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Clay with Heavyweight Comics. So let me start off by saying this. I have never read anything with Backlash in it. This is a first-time character introduction for me, which was really refreshing and really cool. It's not often that I get to read something, or that I've really thought about reading something that was a wholly brand new character. I've spent most of my life reading Marvel and DC, and even just some of the familiar characters from Image, such as Spawn. I have some context of who they are, and even the Wildcats by Jim Lee. I've read some of their stuff as well, but I never got into Stormwatch. And apparently, this character comes out of that context. So Backlash was really cool to kind of step into. The only thing I wish that this comic really had that it clearly did not have was one of those catch-up pages where it has, like, within the first one or two pages in the comic when you open it up, there's that page that gives you the brief introduction into who the character is, where they come from, what exactly can they do as a superhero or just, anti-hero. And this character, Backlash, definitely gives kind of an anti-hero feel, like he's on the run. But again, I don't know contextually why he's on the run exactly. But as a character, he seems very, very interesting. It's almost comical because when I look at him and when I look at a lot of the panel and the artwork, which it's great artwork by Brett Booth, it's, great comic book look to it. He is like a fusion, or he is like the love child of Spider-Man and Deathstroke. He has this super soldier feel and look to him, and the way he just carries himself. But then you get these panels where he is completely posing as if he is Spider-Man swinging through the air. So it's a very strange amalgamation of characters, but it's still fun and interesting to look at, and I don't want to dismiss him. I guess I will say this as well, like, it's so odd that the way sometimes his dialogue is, and the way he talks, he's got some quips to him, but he's also talks very, it's not, I'll say it's hyper masculine. Like he tries to talk so manly that it's almost comical. He's almost tries to be so manly it makes him a dork. I don't know how else to say that, but there's still a charm to him that I'm interested in his story and what's going on between him and there's actually a love interest in the book, and that was that's interesting and intriguing to see, and it's honestly kind of a sweet story. That he's doing some things for the love of his life, and that's pretty cool. As far as the rest of the characters in the book outside of Backlash, they're interesting. Like the villain Pike looked pretty interesting. I liked him, his appearance, and his dialogue was kind of flat. But I'm very interested in learning who apparently the main villain is. And I think his name's what is it, Siren? I think as far as I know, it's either Siren or Siren. But he's a Daemonite, and again, he plays a crucial part, I guess, in the backstory of Backlash and his love interest, and so I'm excited to see how that progresses. That actually was the most interesting part of the story, because again, I don't have a lot of context because I've never read this. But anyway, the story was fun. There is another character in the story that kind of comes up. Her name is Taboo. She's kind of, her power set is completely foreign to me. Like, I have no idea what really she can do. As far as I can tell, she has like this Witchblade / Wolverine thing going on, where her body kind of just has like this liquid metal come over her body or something like that, and she almost has like this feral form where she can hack and slash all the enemies all she wants. So anyway, but I'm not a big fan of the fan service, because there are quite a few panels of her sexualized, and obviously I'm in a 90s comic, and you're going to just have to deal with it. But that's my only really complaint of this book, was just that. And other than that, it was a fun book, a book I recommend to anybody looking for something kind of fresh and different from the Marvel and DC formula. I mean, obviously it's the same genre of American superhero comic book, but there's just times where you get so used to reading something like Spider-Man, Captain America, Batman, Superman, whatever it is, and you kind of forget there's other stuff out there. So I was actually really happy to read this book. Looking forward to reading issue 2 and seeing how the rest of the story goes. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Have you guys read Backlash before? Are you a fan of Brett Booth? I think his art was great. The story is interesting. And anyway, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will talk to you guys later.